Alrighty folks, well, my name is Mark Miles and I love helping you become an even better trainer, presenter, workshop facilitator in the face-to-face space and also the online space there as well. Today's topic is about maximum numbers, right? So the thing is, I've been doing this game for about 4.5 years now in the online space. And I've even written a book about it. You guys probably already know about that. But many times people will get a little bit funky with the numbers that they let in on a Zoom session, right? So here's the deal. I perceive that the optimal numbers are between 12 to 15 for an online training session, all right? Once you go after 15, you can't really keep track of everyone's performance and their progress. And it's a lot harder just, in your own memory, go, okay, where is Bill at? Where is Steve at? And it's a lot harder to just track, right? You can generally track up to around 12 to 15 people without too much hard work on your brain, right? But at the end of the day, it also impacts time management, right? So the more people you've got in your in your Zoom session, the more time it takes for people to actually do things, right? So at the end of the day, the optimal number, 12 to 15. Now, if you've got a smaller group, you can certainly work more intimately with people. You can give more people attention and time individually. If you've got people, if you've got a session that's, say, maybe 20 people and above, you can certainly run the session, but it becomes more of an information delivery session as opposed to lots and lots of activities, right? You can certainly still do the activities, but you can't debrief them as successfully, right? So it's kind of like an accordion or that thing that you stretch, right? So you can have lots of people and you can share lots of information and you can do activities, but you just can't be as intimate with people. The less people you have, the more activities you can do and the more personalized attention you can give, right? However, if you're just doing information broadcasts, you can certainly have hundreds of people on there if you want, but it's just a lot harder to actually keep it like an intimate space. Now, the other thing that I noticed was that sometimes time management becomes more of a challenge, right? So people will often think, I've got so many people, so, it's going to take so long to get through things. Well, what I've actually found is it doesn't really impact time management too much. This week I got probably about 13 people online, and I'm finding that instead of debriefing every single student after every single activity, all you do is you get one person to speak on behalf of that group, all right? And after they perform an activity in their group, just get one person to debrief. Also, you don't have to hear from every single group. And you can also do the debrief in the chat, right? So after an activity, you just say, all right, folks, what did you discover? What did you learn in the activity? Drop your sentiments in the chat and you can capture it all in the chat box. You don't have to go audio every single time, right? So basically, if you got the time, i.e. small numbers, you can give intimate attention to the people. And what I mean by small numbers is basically 6 to 8. After 8, it gets a little bit more medium, like 12 to 15. And then after 15, as I said, it's a lot harder to keep track of everyone's progress. So for me, optimal time, optimal amount, 12 to 15, that's what I'm always aiming for. And 12 to 15 of the right people is always a bonus, right, of course. But if you're just doing info sessions, have as many as you want, doesn't really matter, right? And on that note, folks, hope you got some value from the video. If you did, like, comment, share, let's get the message out there. This video is about the optimal number of people attending your online sessions, whether you are selling a product or training people online or just simply sharing information. You want to think about those numbers. On that note, folks, thanks for watching and we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.